Let's talk about the secret to unlocking the guitar fretboard. Shh, it's pointless to learn a bunch of letter names. The real way to memorize the fingerboard is to attach meaning to each pitch. In other words, make music with the notes and you'll remember them. Now, in order to speak the language of music, you need to know the alphabet. Here's the notes we use in Western music. A sharp, B, of course B stands for bitch. C sharp, D sharp, E, F, of course F stands for fuck. F sharp, G sharp, and A. Notice there's two places where there's no sharps in between the notes. Between E and F and B and C. Now, you can label the notes with flats instead of sharps. A flat, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, C, B flat, and back to A, which stands for S. Just keep in mind F sharp and G flat are the same thing, just stated two different ways. A half step on the guitar is 1 fret. Let's say I'm on the 5th fret of the low E string. That's an A note. So from the 5th fret to the 6th fret is a half step, or the notes A to A sharp. Now whole step is 2 frets, or from the 5th fret to the 7th fret. That would be an A to a B note. Of course, B stands for bitch. Now, once you know the musical alphabet and the half and whole steps on the guitar, you can literally find any note on the fingerboard. A good way to work on your fretboard memorization is to take an open string and see if you can name every single fret from the open string to the 12th fret where the notes repeat. So E, F would be the 1st fret, F sharp, 2nd fret, G on the 3rd fret, G sharp, A sharp, B, you know what B stands for, C sharp, D sharp, and then you're back to E on the 12th fret. Once you get that, you can move to any string and name the notes because you're just starting in a different place in the alphabet. So if I went to the A string, the sequence of notes isn't going to change. I'm just starting in a different position. So now it's A sharp, B, C, etc. It'd be like starting on the 5th fret of the low E string and then proceeding from there. Okay, it's time to attach some musical significance to the notes. I want to feel something. The first 2 bars of Beethoven's number 69 Spotify hit contain the notes E, F, you know what F stands for, G, and D. Here it is on the D string. Say the notes out loud as you play them. Next, let's learn it on the high E string. Now here's Ode to Joy on the B string. Now the G string, my favorite string. And finally, starting on the 12th fret of the high E string. This approach is extremely powerful when trying to decode different areas of the fingerboard. Try it out with any lick you know, and fretboard mastery is yours. A really musical way you can practice fretboard domination is by playing horizontal scales. We're used to playing vertical scales up and down the board, but horizontal scales use one string to play across the neck. This forces you to think about the notes instead of rehashing a memorized pattern. Let's take the G thong. G string. And play a descending G minor scale. By using the G string as a pedal tone, this doubles as an alternate picking compositional workout. If you really want to test yourself, try switching the mode. For example, you could give the G Lydian mode a spin using the same pedal tone concept. So with the G minor pedal point exercise, all I'm doing is playing a G minor scale horizontally across the fingerboard. Now think about the notes as you're playing them, right? You got G, you got F, E flat, D, C, B flat, A, back to G. And then when you try switching modes, this is a great exercise. So now I'm going to try G Ionian, G, F sharp, E, B, C, B, A, G, or I could do Phrygian, G Phrygian. That'd be G, F, E flat, D, C, B flat, A flat, down to G. Octave patterns are a super powerful way to memorize the fretboard. Let's take a short legato phrase in 3 octaves using one of the most evil scales in existence, the Locrian mode. It's a lot easier than it looks because you only have to learn one pattern, then just move it to another set of strings. It's like a 3-for-1 deal. Shout out to John Petrucci for turning me onto this concept. Now for the B Locrian lick, I'm just using this one shape, and it's 2 fingers right next to each other, and then a fret in between that middle and pinky finger. So moving that across the board, that'd be the first one. Then you go up an octave, and to find the octave, try like using a power chord shape. It's those outer notes. So then you start there. The exact same shape again. Try another octave, same shape. Easy. For the final level of fretboard mastery, try learning some chords. This will really turn you into a 6-string beast, or 7, 8, 9 billion string beast. We'll begin this advanced level fingerboard training by learning the primary chord progression for the A Phrygian mode, which is A minor and B flat. A minor contains the notes A, C, and E, and B flat is made up of B flat, D, and F. F stands for F. Now let's start learning the inversions of these dark and delicious chords on the D, G, and B strings. I just can't get enough of the evil. With each chord shape, force yourself to identify each of the notes. Can you locate the root, the third, and the fifth? Now, if you really want to reach level 666, try playing the A Phrygian chord progression across all 6 strings. This is an ultimate chord workout you can find in my Modal Mayhem course for each of the diatonic modes. For the Phrygian chord workout, I'm taking an A minor chord, moving to a B flat, and then just playing those chords in different inversions across the neck. So think about each of the chord tones as you play them. In A minor, you have A, C, and E, B flat, D, and F, and the B flat. So for instance, in this shape, I'm thinking there's the third C, there's the fifth E, and there's the root A. The whole point of memorizing the notes on the fretboard is so you can make music. Stop opening chord books and trying to commit each shape to memory without context. It's probably not going to stick. That's why I include modal chord progressions with my scales in my Scale Chord Bible package, link below. Now you have the musical blueprint fleshed out for each group of notes. If you can create musical connections with these sounds across the fingerboard, each fret of the guitar will come to life with evil.